Hey there. Ever met someone who seems confident on the outside, but deep down, you can sense some things off? What if I told you that weakness in a man isn't always obvious? It's hidden in plain sight, in the way he talks, acts, and even thinks. And here's the kicker, you might be overlooking these red flags right now. Stick around, because today, we're diving into the 10 signs of weakness in a man. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and how to avoid falling into the trap of settling for less than you deserve. Let's get started. Sign number 1, he can't take responsibility. Let's kick things off with the biggest red flag, a man who can't take responsibility. Whether it's blaming his boss for his career slump, his ex for his trust issues, or even you for his bad mood, this guy is a master of deflection. But here's the truth, a man who can't own his mistakes will never grow. And if he's not growing, guess what? Your relationship isn't either. Seriously, if he blames the weather for his bad hair day, run. Just run. Remember, strength isn't about being perfect, it's about owning your imperfections and working to improve. If he can't do that, is he really the man you want by your side? But wait, it gets worse. Up next, we're talking about a sign that's even more subtle, and way more dangerous. Sign number 2, he's emotionally unavailable. Here's the hard truth, a man who can't connect emotionally is like a locked door. No matter how hard you knock, you're never getting in. He might be charming, funny, even successful, but if he shuts down when things get real, that's a major weakness. Emotional unavailability isn't just frustrating, it's a recipe for heartbreak. Ever felt like you're pouring your heart out to a brick wall? Yeah, not fun. Don't waste your time waiting for him to change. A strong man isn't afraid to be vulnerable. He's willing to open up, communicate, and build a real connection. If he's not doing that, it's time to ask yourself, is this what I deserve? And speaking of connections, our next sign will show you exactly how weakness can destroy them. Sign number 3, he's insecure and controlling. Here's a sign that often masquerades as strength, control. A man who's constantly checking your phone, questioning your choices, or trying to micromanage your life isn't protective, he's insecure. And insecurity is a huge weakness. Newsflash, if he's jealous of your dog, that's not a red flag, it's a whole parade. A strong man trusts you. He empowers you. He doesn't need to control you because he's confident in himself, and in your relationship. If he's not, it's time to rethink things. But here's the twist, sometimes, weakness isn't about what he does, it's about what he doesn't do. Let's talk about that next. Sign number 4, he lacks ambition. Ambition isn't just about money or status, it's about drive, passion, and purpose. A man who lacks ambition is like a ship without a rudder, he's just drifting through life. And if you're with him, guess what? You're drifting too. Ever feel like you're the only one with goals while he's stuck in neutral? Yeah, that's not a partnership, it's a one-way street. Don't let his lack of direction hold you back. A strong man has dreams, goals, and the determination to chase them. If he's not pushing himself to be better, he's not the one for you. And speaking of pushing, our next sign will show you how weakness can turn into something much darker. Sign number 5, he's passive-aggressive. Passive aggressiveness is the ultimate coward's move. Instead of addressing issues head-on, he'll make snide comments, give you the silent treatment, or play mind games. And let's be real, that's not strength, it's emotional immaturity. If he says I'm fine one more time, you might just lose it. Spoiler, he's not fine. A strong man communicates openly and honestly. He doesn't play games because he respects you, and himself. If he's not willing to do that, it's time to move on. But here's the kicker, sometimes, weakness isn't just emotional, it's physical. Let's dive into that next. Sign number 6, he neglects his health. A man who doesn't take care of his body is showing you exactly how much he values himself, and by extension, you. Whether it's poor diet, lack of exercise, or ignoring mental health, neglecting his well-being is a major red flag. Ever tried to plan a hike with someone who can't climb a flight of stairs? Yeah, not exactly inspiring. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's about discipline, self-respect, and the willingness to take care of yourself. If he's not doing that, it's time to ask, is this the life I want? But wait, there's more. Our next sign is all about how weakness can show up in his relationships with others. Sign number 7, he disrespects others. Here's a golden rule: watch how a man treats others, because it's only a matter of time before he treats you the same way. If he's rude to waiters, dismissive of his friends, or constantly bad-mouthing his family, that's not just a red flag, it's a deal breaker. If he's nice to you but mean to the barista, he's not a gentleman, he's a fraud. A strong man treats everyone with respect, regardless of their status or relationship. If he's not doing that, he's not the man you think he is. And speaking of respect, our next sign will show you how weakness can destroy it completely. Sign number 8, he can't handle criticism. A man who can't handle criticism is a man who's stuck in his ego. Whether he gets defensive, lashes out, or completely shuts down, this is a huge sign of weakness. Why? Because growth requires feedback, and if he's not open to it, he's not growing. Ever tried to give constructive feedback and ended up in a full-blown argument? Yeah, not exactly productive. A strong man listens, reflects, and uses criticism to improve. If he's not doing that, he's not the partner you deserve. But here's the twist: sometimes, weakness isn't about how he treats you, it's about how he treats himself. Let's talk about that next. Sign number 9, he's addicted to validation. A man who's constantly seeking validation is like a black hole. No matter how much you give, it's never enough. Whether it's through social media, flirting, or needing constant reassurance, this is a major sign of insecurity. If he's fishing for compliments more than he's fishing for actual fish, that's a problem. A strong man doesn't need external validation because he's secure in himself. If he's not, it's time to ask, is this the kind of relationship I want? And finally, our last sign is the ultimate deal breaker. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Sign number 10, he doesn't respect your boundaries. Here's the bottom line: a man who doesn't respect your boundaries doesn't respect you. Whether it's pushing you to do things you're uncomfortable with, ignoring your needs, or dismissing your feelings, this is a huge red flag. Ever felt like your no was just a suggestion to him? Yeah, that's not okay. A strong man respects your boundaries because he respects you. If he's not doing that, it's time to walk away. You deserve better. So there you have it, the 10 signs of weakness in a man. If any of these hit close to home, don't ignore it. You deserve a partner who's strong, confident, and ready to build a life with you. Remember, recognizing weakness isn't about judging others, it's about valuing yourself enough to demand better. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's build a community of people who know their worth and refuse to settle for less. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.